Okay, so last time I did my predictions video, I said that Fabiano has the best chance of winning the tournament, but that I thought Prague was actually going to end up winning the tournament, despite having a lower chance to win. So what I did is I went through and I quickly made like my predictions on my own for each and every round because they've been released by Fide. So I figured, okay, why don't we go round by round and think about what happens in each match, and we'll see how the storylines might play out. So without further ado, let me go. Oh, round one: Hikaru versus Fabi. I think it's going to be a draw. Unlike last candidates, these two traded wins. So Fabi won, and then when they played each other again, Hikaru won. This time, though, I think it'll be a bit more tame. I think they'll manage to have a draw. And then Najat versus Jan. Also a draw. Now, the reason I think that is because Najat, I don't think, is going to have any ambition to win the tournament. He's going to be playing super, super careful and solid. And Jan will push, but I think he won't get anything out of it. So I think there'll also be a draw. Now, Alireza versus Prague. Also a draw. Same thing. Alireza, last tournament, he was kind of up and down. And Prague lately has been giving a lot of draws. He's playing really solid, but not winning that many games. So I think this will also be a draw. Then Gukesh versus Vidit. Also a draw. So I think everyone's going to have a very slow start, taking it easy. And day one's going to be pretty boring. But when we get on to round two, oh my, I think some spicy stuff's going to go down here. Let's start with Hikaru versus Vidit. Sorry Vidit, I think Hikaru is going to push, and he's going to have some kind of good preparation come in, and he's going to grind out some kind of endgame, and he's going to win. I think this one might end up being like one of the longest games of the entire tournament, is my prediction. Next, Pragnanda versus Gukesh. Good friends. Last time they played each other, Gukesh actually basically had a completely winning position, accidentally repeated the position. But in this match, this time, I think Prague's gonna win. I don't know why, but I just feel like having the white pieces has a good advantage here. I just have a gut feeling he's gonna win because Gukesh doesn't do as well against higher rated players. People who are lower rated than him, he destroys. But higher rated, he struggles against. And I think Prague, they're pretty equal right now. I think Prague's going to come out on top. Jan versus Alireza. Last tournament, Jan beat Alireza both times cleanly. But this time, it's the same thing. I think Jan's going to have some really good stuff, especially after preparing, because he's prepared for World Championship against Magnus, then the Canada tournament, then the World Championship against Ding. I think he's got some really interesting ideas, and I think Alireza is going to face one, and he's going to suffer for it. Then Fabiano versus Najat. Well, sorry, Najat. You're kind of going to be a punching bag for this tournament. Everyone's going to be targeting you. Now, you could easily have some situations where people are fighting too hard against you, and you play passive and just wait for them to make a mistake, and you could eke out some wins that way. But it's hard to say. Round 3, Hikaru versus Najat. I think it'll be a draw. Despite Hikaru, he'll want to push because it's the weakest player of the tournament by far. I think he'll know in his mind, okay, at some point I can't push, I just have to make a draw. And I think that's what will happen. Alireza versus Fabiano. Also a draw. I think Fabiano's like, okay, still the beginning of the tournament. I just had a win. Let me just take a nice stabilizing draw with black, not go too crazy. And then Gukesh versus Jan. Sorry, Gukesh. I think you're gonna run into some Jan world champ prep here, and I think it's gonna go poorly. I think Jan's gonna be able to put a lot of pressure mentally on Gukesh and on the time, and I think that'll really affect Gukesh. He's not known to be as skilled in the shorter or the faster time controls. So I think that'll be a big burden on him for this matchup. And then Prague and Vit, I think there'll also be a draw. Again, just trying to slowly get into it. Nothing too exciting. Round 4, Hikaru and Prague. Oh boy. Draw. I want it to be an exciting game. I want one of these two to win because it would be crazy, but no, I think they're both too solid. I think Hikaru and Prague are the two most defensive, like the best players defensively, and I think that'll show in this match where they have an end game where like no one has any advantage, no one can do anything. Jan versus Vidit, also a draw. I have a feeling Vidit's gonna have like an Anish Giri style turn where he's just gonna draw most of his games. I don't know. I love Vidit, but I just have a feeling, especially recently, he's been losing a lot of rating points. Fabi versus Gukesh. I think Fabi's going to also have some really good preparation, put some pressure on the youngster. I think he'll win. Then Najat versus Alireza. Similar situation to round 1. I think he'll put on some pressure, but in the end, it'll just be a draw. Round 5. Okay, here we go. Round 5. Alireza versus Hikaru. Last year, I think Hikaru beat Alireza with the white pieces and Drew with the black pieces. But this time, nope, same thing. Gonna be another draw. I think Hikaru might have some chances in this game, but in the end, it's like, okay, black pieces, let me just chill. Gukesh versus Najat. I think that'll also be another draw. Similar thing, Gukesh coming off a loss. You don't want to push and lose to the lowest rated player because then you're going to have a real mental collapse. He's going to try and be stable. Vidit versus Fabi. I think Vidit's going to have an upset versus Fabi. I think Fabi might push a little too hard, especially coming off a win. He might have like the high of winning. I think he's going to push a little too hard. And then Prague and Jan. I think Prague is going to upset Jan. He's going to give an upset. I think Jan's going to play a little too quickly, try to put pressure, but I feel like you can't put pressure on Prague like that because I think he has really good mental resilience, which is one of the reasons why I think he has a good chance to win this tournament, because Jan can't do those tricks against Prague, I don't think. I think he'll try. He'll play some questionable moves to try to put him in time pressure, but it won't work. Prague will stay solid, and he will win. Round 6, Gukesh versus Hikaru. Sorry, Gukesh. I hate that I'm doing this to you, man, but I really think Hikaru sees that you're not having the best tournament so far, and he's going to pounce on that. And he's going to take advantage of some kind of endgame blunder or something like that. I hate to do it, but that's what I think. Vidit and Alireza, another draw. Alireza and Vidit have an okay turn, nothing too crazy, but they don't want to just completely blow their chances. It'll probably be a pretty tame draw. Prague versus Najat. Sorry, Najat. You're the punching bag, and I think people are going to take advantage of that. Prague's going to push, and it's going to work. Jan versus Fabiano. Last year, they had 2 draws. This time, hey, look at that. Another draw. Similar thing. I think they both are like, okay, we're in good positions. We're in good spots. Let's just take it easy here. And right now, it's basically a 4-way race between Hikaru, Prague, Jan, and Fabiano. It's basically those 4 on top. Hikaru and Jan. I think Hikaru's going to have some kind of good win here. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint why and how I think it'll win, but I just have a feeling that Hikaru's going to pull out a win here. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's because I like Hikaru. I don't know. I just have a feeling. And then Fabiano and Prague. I think Fabi is going to push a little too hard against Prague. And again, Prague's going to be mentally stable, and he's going to end up defeating him. Abasov and Vidit. I think Vidit's going to beat him. Sorry, Najat. Sorry, it's just how it is. Alireza and Gukesh, another draw. Alireza, Alireza is like, to me, the most unknown person. He could just destroy the tournament, or he could have it the same performance as he did last year, where he did not do very good. So it's hard to say. All right, round 8, Hikaru versus Fabi, big rematch, and I think it's going to be a big upset. And this is going to just really throw a whole monkey wrench into the standings here. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest, most important games of the entire tournament. It's this right here. And everyone's all of a sudden being, okay, what's going on now? And then Jan versus Najat. I think despite Jan pushing, it's going to be a draw. I think Jan's in the situation, okay, I'm close to the lead. And it's the second half of the tournament. Let's take it a little bit easier and try to coast to victory. But I don't think it's going to work. I think it's just going to be a draw there. Prague and Alireza. Another draw. Again, Alireza's not going to be having a great tournament here. And Prague is also in this situation like, any draw is happy with me. I'm not losing points. And then Vidit and Gukesh. Another draw. They're on the lower end of the tournament. They probably think, okay, it might be hard for us to win. Let's just take it easy. Round 9, Hikaru and Vidit. I hate to do it to you, Vidit, but I think Hikaru's going to have a big bounce back. I think he's going to bounce back really hard, and unfortunately, Vidit, I think you're going to be the victim of it. I hate to do it to you, man. Gukesh and Prague, another draw. I mean, they're also like really good friends, so I don't imagine they want to destroy each other too much, especially when Prague is close to the lead and Gukesh is like probably not gonna. He's probably saying, "Okay, I'm probably not gonna win. My friend could win. Let me just do a simple draw." Alireza and Jan. I think Alireza is gonna have a tough tournament, and Jan again is going to hurt Alireza in this game. I think it's because Jan's style of putting pressure on time pressure on you hurts Alireza a lot, because Alireza does not have the best mental strength compared to some others. Najat and Fabi. That's right. Sorry, Najat. Hate to do it to you, but Fabi's just cooking right now, and I think it's going to be like this. And again, the race is still pretty close here. The race is still very close. Round 10, Hikaru versus Najat. Najat, I hate to do it to you, man, but you're the punching bag. Everyone's going to try and get as many points to you as possible. I think Hikaru, off of the high of winning this game here against Vidit, I think he's going to bounce back even again. Alireza and Fabi. I think Fabi will try to push, but I think Fabi might even make a blunder in this game, but Alireza won't be able to take advantage of it, and it'll be a draw. Gukesh and Jan, also draw. I think Jan's, again, in the position of, okay, I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to fight super hard for these games. Let me just take some simple draws. And Prague and Vidit, and again, another draw. I don't know why. Just feel like that's just going to be a pretty uneventful draw. Now, round 11, Prague and Hikaru. These two are close to the lead here. They're in the top 4 here, so it's going to be a big game. And I think it's going to be a draw. I think Hikaru is going to recognize, okay, there's no need to take any chances right here. I think that Prague's going to play some kind of stable line, super safe, and Hikaru's going to be, okay, no problem, let's take a quick draw. I think this will be the shortest game of the entire tournament. This will be a quick draw, it's my guess. Vidit and Jan, I also think that'll be a draw. Jan's in the same kind of state of, hey, draw with black at the end of the tournament, don't mind. Gukesh and Fabi. Again, another draw. Fabi might also be in a similar situation. I think he'll push a little bit, but Gukesh will survive. Alireza and Najat. Again, very sorry, Najat, but it's not your tournament, man. It's not your tournament. I'm sorry. Okay, round 12. Hikaru versus Alireza. Another draw. Hikaru, I think, will be pushing a little bit, but I don't think he'll be taking super big chances, super big risk. He's like, okay, I'll take the opportunities if I get there, but I'm close to lead. I don't want to just throw it away for no reason. Najat and Gukesh, another draw. These two are basically out of the tournament at this point. They don't want to do anything crazy. Fabi and Vidit, another draw. Fabi's close to lead. He's like, okay, I'll push, but like, don't take any big chances. And Vidit's also probably like, okay, probably not going to win the tournament, so no sense in going too crazy. But Jan and Prague, this is a big matchup. Big matchup, because I think these two are going to be close to the tied for the lead. And another draw. Same thing, they're both like end of the tournament. Let's just take it easy. A draw is happy with me. Now, we get into the final 2 rounds. These 2 rounds are huge rounds. Because I think, unlike the last candidates, where basically by the end of the tournament, Jan was way in the lead. Didn't even matter. This one, it's going to be basically a 4-way close tie. And now, Jan versus Hikaru. Draw. I think it's, again, same thing. Okay, no point in taking risk. They're basically close to the lead. I think Hikaru may have a lead at this point, but they're similar situation. Prague and Fabi. I think Prague's going to stumble at the end. At this point, Prague's pretty much in the lead, and then Fabi's going to win this game and basically get right back into the running. And I think it's going to be a heartbreaking loss for Prague. Vidit versus Najat. This one could very easily be a draw. Like I wouldn't be surprised. At the end of the tournament, it could be a draw. It very easily could be a draw, but I still think that Vidit's going to win. Gukesh and Alireza, easy draw. They're not winning the tournament. They're like, let's just get out of here, make it easy. Now, last round, huge, very important round. Hikaru versus Gukesh. I think Hikaru was like, okay, I'm pretty much tied for the lead. Let me just take a nice, easy draw. Alireza Vidit, same thing. They're not winning the tournament, easy draw. Najat versus Prague. Okay, now this is important. I think that Najat is again be the end of the turn. He's gonna say like, "Oh, please just let me have an easy last round," and Prague with his good, strong mental state will recover from that loss and he will win. And then Fabi and Jan, at this point, in order to catch Prague and even basically get close to like tying and get close, Fabi's gonna have to win. And Jan's the same way. If he wants to even have a hope of tying, he has to win this game. So this game right here, I think will be one of the most exciting games of the entire tournament right here. Despite all the excitement, though, I think it'll end up being a draw. It's going to be a very interesting, tense battle, but I think it's going to be a draw. Now, what the top 4 scorers end up looking like, we have Pragdananda and Hikaru tied with 9 points. Then next is Fabi with 8.5 and Jan with 8. Those are my top 4. And I don't remember exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure that the playoff is like a rapid thing. And I have a feeling it's going to end up like the World Cup. When Hikaru and Prague played each other in the World Cup, they drew their classical games, went to rapid, and Prague actually managed to take it in the rapid. I think that's going to happen again. Hikaru is going to be very, very upset, but I think Prague is going to take it in the end. And it's going to be Prague, Jan, Hikaru, Fabi. It's going to be those 4 the entire tournament. The other 4 are not going to be having hot tournaments, is my prediction. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen, round by round. So let me know what you think about these predictions, what you think is going to happen round by round. Is there anywhere where I think I'm going a little crazy? I think all draws into 4 wins for white, and then I think Prague has like a 3-game winning streak here at the end of that first half, like 1, 2, 3. That might be a little crazy. I think I might be going a little ambitious, but these are my theories. This is what I'm predicting. At the end of the tournament, we'll see how correct I was. And heck, I might even go day by day, round by round, saying, okay, was I correct and all this stuff, and I might even make updated predictions. I don't really know yet. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'm so excited for this tournament to start. Come on, April cannot get here soon enough.